Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to the Heals Healer Tarot. My name is Angel. Thank you so much for joining me here on my channel where we learn, grow, and expand together, working to raise the collective conscious one unique soul at a time. I help unique souls self-actualize by raising their vibration and manifesting their best life. This channel is dedicated to spiritual enlightenment, self-actualization, and aligning to meaning and purpose in life. So if that is something that you are interested in, then you are in the perfect place at the perfect time for the perfect reason. All we have is the now, so whenever you come across this reading, it is indeed the perfect time for you. However, we do draw upon the energies of the cosmos to help guide us like a roadmap towards your highest good and your greatest soul's vibration. This is a general collective energy read for the energy of the day. Your channeled intuitive astrological messages for Sunday, March the 5th, 2023, all being born to the energy of 15, culminating to the vibration of 6. The key word for today, beautiful soul, is fear. False evidence appearing real. How are you trying to self-sabotage? What fears and self-sabotaging behaviors are you trying to chip away at? As the moon enters Virgo, what unconscious behaviors are you enacting on autopilot that may be blocking your progression and your purpose? Could it be procrastination, lack of focus, failure to follow through, or show up for yourself as you promised? Today is a day of solutions, acknowledging what habits or behaviors are putting you back or a part of your old you and no longer responding or resonating with your new vibration. As we move into the full moon, worm moon in Virgo, shining a light on your practical day-to-day, focus on body image, health, wellness, and balanced vibration. On March the 7th, Saturn enters into Pisces at 8:33 Eastern Standard Time, AM, where I am in this neck of the world. Pisces is my sign for endings and new beginnings. It marks the climax or apex of how far we can go before transitioning and evolving to more. Saturn, Father Time, limitations and restrictions, the hand of truth. Fears, obstructions, limitations. Saturn entered Aquarius in 2020. Over the past 2 to 3 years, you may have been undergoing many changes. Changes in your social circle, your community, your mindset. You may even have been on a solo journey for the past few years. It's about accepting the changes and not trying to hold on to people, places, and things that are no longer meant to be in your life. The Saturn energy is asking you to stay true to yourself, your morals, your beliefs, and your own perspective. Be authentic to yourself. No room for negotiation and no compromise. So let's go ahead and see. What's this energy? You know, Sunday is a Leo day. It is all about new beginnings. It's also an energy day of enlightenment. Today is a very good day to really just sit down in meditation, to be very clear on your focus and your practical plan. You can even start that full moon and Virgo energy now, writing down the things that you want to release, truly tapping into your spirit and coming up with the things that you know have been causing you blockages in your life, and really putting together that thought process and that intention to do away with those things so that you can begin to align yourself with what it is that you desire. So we all have different things, right? So you know what your thing is. You know the thing that you need to release, the behavior that is no longer serving you well, all of the promises that you've broken and haven't kept. So just start writing those things down, you know, and really putting the intention into releasing them. And you have that energy 2 to 3 days before the full moon, 2 to 3 days after the full moon. But now is the perfect time to really start writing those things down. And then you can either do it on the full moon today or the next couple of days. Take it out of your house, burn it, set it on fire, say a little prayer, release it, walk away. And the key is to never look back. Never look back. Always continue to look forward. And that's with anything that you're trying to release out of your life. If you want to release it and surrender it for good, you can't look back, right? The eyes are the doorway to the soul. So when we look back, subconsciously, we're still holding on energetically. So let's see what opportunities are coming in. Ooh, strength. There you go. Mustering up all the strength that you need in order to hold yourself back and refrain from doing whatever it is that you know is toxic and is no longer serving you well. The strength comes up to talk about the innate courage that you have, your abilities. You have the ability, and there goes that Leo sun energy. You have the ability to transform and change. Once you put your mind to it, once you set that clear intention, once you make that agreement with yourself, don't break it. Don't break it for anyone. Don't break it for anything. Allow yourself to release it, surrender it, and move yourself forward. You have the strength and the courage and the reserve to put to rest or put to end whatever in your life toxic trait, overindulgent activity, lack of or underdone activity, lack of rest, lack of sleep, lack of activity, lack of eating the proper food, whatever it is, because too much or too little, if anything, is bad. It's all about bringing in the harmony and the balance. And that 8 energy is all about harmony and balance. So there's that energy there. You have what it takes. Strength is on your side. Now is the time for you to really decide what it is that no longer resonates with your life. Pull your energy back from it and focus on the positive. The strength energy also talks about beauty, self-esteem, self-assurance, self-respect. All of those things are coming through with these opportunities that are coming in for you Sunday and throughout this week. So let's see. Actions, obstacles. 8 of Swords. Get out of your head about it. Get out of your head about it. You have 2 8s, which signifies change and transformation. Remember that metamorphosis phase we're all going through? Allow yourself that death card energy. These energies come out for a reason. Some of us are flowing through the energy a lot more easily. Some of us are really struggling to surrender, to release, to let ourselves go because of the fears, right? That's the reason why the keyword of today is fear. That's when autopilot kicks in. That's when the ego kicks in and begins to tell you the reasons why you can't do all of these things. The fear starts to kick in. It is holding you back from your greatness. So just release the fear. Really, 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 truly think about the fears that you're releasing, because it's these fears that you can't move forward or you can't accomplish something that are really, truly holding you back. They're imaginary, false evidence appearing real. I have another deck. It's one of my favorite decks too. It's the Gaia Tarot. And whenever I look at that card, and this is coming up for me symbolically, whenever I look at that card, she's sitting in her tribe or her community. Oftentimes our fears, the 8 of Swords energy specifically, is talking about the limitations that were set on us or that we learned, we assimilated from our family of origin. If our parents never ascended to a certain space or place, or they didn't have certain means, or they lived their life in a specific way, and the things that we learned from their pattern behavior, their traumas, right, generational, their traumas, we began to take on. It's imprinting. It's just sublimation in a lot of ways. It's a part of the growth and nurturing process. We learn from our environments. We learn from the people around us until we become wise enough, discerning enough to say, no, that doesn't really resonate with who I am. And then we start to put the practices in place to change them. And that's what this Virgo energy is really, truly bringing in for us. It's allowing us to implement the processes that we need to change so that we can move into what we are, who we are, authentically and truly at the core, and not what we've been indoctrined or assimilated into being based on what it was that we saw. So the Eight of Swords, or the limiting mindsets and beliefs that we learned from our family of origin, you can never do that. You'll never accomplish that. A lot of times for me, it talks about negative self-talk. You're stupid. You're never going to amount to anything. You're not, all of the things that we were told. Oh, you're not the smart one. Where we were made to feel as if though there was something wrong with us in some way, shape, or form. That's the Eight of Swords energy. And that's the obstacle or the block that's sending in that energy of fear that is really, really not allowing you to move past whatever this pivotal point is in order for you to truly transform or change. So what is the potential outcome? Six of Cups. You can have it, beautiful soul. You can have the peace. You can have the nostalgia. You can have, look at this, two beautiful energies coming in that talks about healing and transforming that inner child. You can truly have it. This is death, the confirmation of where I was going with this energy is what is so. You can change that, right? As a traumatologist and a trauma specialist, that's one of the things that we often do. We go back and we rewrite the narrative. We rewrite the narrative of the childhood so that you can transform and change, so that you can release it, so that you can release yourself from the burden of feeling as if though it's your fault, that you could have done anything better in that moment of time. Ask the 5-year-old, ask the 6-year-old, ask the 7-year-old, ask the 8-year-old. This trauma could have happened to you around the age of 8 or 6. And the only reason why this is coming up for me is because my parents separated when I was 8 years old. So that was a pivotal point of traumatic experience for me. When your family separate, I work with children, and you oftentimes, the first thing you think of is mommy and daddy don't love me. It's my fault. It's something that I did. I was a bad kid. I was getting in trouble in school, or I was whatever it is. We automatically, as children, make it about us, right? We make it about us. So now we can begin to transform that ideology and that mindset so that you can set yourself free, beautiful soul. You no longer need to carry this burden any longer. Surrender it and release it once and for all. So start writing down all of the things that you need to surrender and release so that you can truly set yourself free to move forward and manifest your best life. When you don't look at this 10 of Pentacles, you cannot make this up. And I didn't look at the bottom of the deck. This is you healing the generational trauma, the generational curses. This is generational here, the 10 of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit, for the messages that you bestowed upon me, for the collective, and for all those who needed to hear them. This is you breaking generational curses, beautiful soul, in this lifetime. And that is your divine right. Let's go ahead and pull another one of the sign of the time. Additional messages. We're breaking generational curses, beautiful soul. Most definitely. False evidence appearing real. Those things that you learned that were not true. Because now that you know better, you can truly do better. And that, so it is. Thank you, Spirit. I am so grateful. Look at all of these blessings that you have coming in, beautiful soul. Whew. Look at all the blessings that you have coming in. Sunflower. I love it. It's an energy of action. It's asking you to build the reality. The 34 energy is all about you building the reality that you want to see. Just as the sunflower shifts its position to face the sun's rays, this card is a sign to head in the direction of that which energizes you. Soak in the nourishment of your passion and the feeling of being alive. Now is not the time to be timid or shy. Accept invitations for adventure and act on your ambitions. Any uncertainty or whether the time is right to proceed should be put aside. It's time for you to take action and make moves. There is also an energy of constant movement in this card, which can cause you to change direction frequently, leading to inconsistency and lack of progress. Stay focused as you take the next step with intention. This energy is talking about the green light. A waiting period is over. Take the lead, get physically active, and go for it. That has been your energy of the day, beautiful soul. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I am honored and I am truly grateful. If you haven't already done so, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that like button. Share this video with those that you believe could benefit from the messages, and subscribe. Become a part of the Soul Joiner family, where we learn, grow, and expand together, working to raise the collective consciousness conscious, one unique soul at a time, and that unique soul is you. Until our soul paths cross again, soul joiners, I am wishing you love, peace, blessings, happiness, and abundance be on to you. Have a blessed and abundant Sunday. Namaste.